believe that this world is the most magical place. And my hope is that people find that within themselves, and that they're able to wake up in the morning and take a deep breath and go, everything is okay, and everything's going to be okay, you know? And maybe that is a little bit of wishful thinking, but it's where I'm choosing to place my focus, for sure.
I love it. I'm so inspired to share a couple of things with everything you just shared. I see your healing center there in South Africa, and just because of the energy that I'm experiencing from you and like what I'm feeling in this conversation and what I knew I would feel going in, because I can just feel energy really quickly as far as how the vibes that people are sharing, which is why I saw Sam's page and she got an invitation to collaborate through voice message within seconds of being on her page. And so I definitely see that, and actually want to participate and help in that process. I'll share some things with you, because I told Sam before we even started recording that I see things heading to South Africa for me and from what I'm doing. But I love that as far as the collective goes for humanity. And if we grasp this as human beings, because this will seem a little bit funny, this example, but because we all are just different expressions of the same energy, call it God energy, source energy, spirit energy, call it whatever you want to call it. If you put us under, you want to go scientific, put us under a high-powered microscope, we all look the same. Like we're just these physical avatars. So yeah, in our mind, we think that we're separate, which is so silly. It's the greatest illusion that exists, is that we're separate from God, from all that is, and we're separate from each other, knowing that we're just expressions of all that is. So that'd be like the sand, the grains of sand out on the beach, like arguing with each other, saying, I'm better than you because like I'm a little bit bigger than you. Or the waves in the ocean, like mad at each other because you're bluer than me, or you're warmer than me, or it just seems silly, right? Or the sun rays, like arguing with each other because you seem a little brighter than me, but we're all a part of the sun and we're what makes up the whole sun. Like it just is silly when human beings think of each other as separate, because it's just not true. So when we grasp that all of us are just different expressions of this same energy, it becomes very easy to, like for me, it doesn't feel like I'm speaking to a stranger when I'm speaking to Sam. It's just a human that I just didn't even know existed yet, a couple weeks ago. But now as we're experiencing life, like we're just choosing to play in the energy of excited, of empowering the audience, of whatever it is. And for everybody out there listening, if I'm ever face to face with you, this is what you'll feel for me too. It is just, I'm going to want to play with you in this energy of curiosity. Like, who is this human that's had this life experience up until today? What have you done? What do you know? What can we help each other with? Like, this is my vibe. And so this is what I for sure see in the world. And so, the good news for all of us is all of the challenges that have gone on in humanity up until now, they've already done their job. They've already served us. Without every single one of them, we wouldn't be as clear on the humanity how Sam answered that question. She wouldn't be as clear on that without all of the challenges leading up to this moment of now. And so when we realize that the challenges in our personal lives and in humanity, they've already served us once we've had the experience. Now it's up to us whether we want to keep focusing on the challenges and create more of them, or if we want to focus on what is we like to see and allow synchronicities to unfold like they always do. And we'll just create together the world that we want to see. I like to use words like utopia. Like, why not? Like, we have technology where we can connect with people from all corners of the globe so easily. Like, how about this question? How can we help each other? Like, how can I help you? How can you help me? Like, we all have different life experience. We all know different things. Sam knows things that I don't know. I know things that Sam doesn't know. And for everybody on here as well. So how about that question? Like, how can we help each other? And then the answers that we get with that question are awesome. And it's so easy to do right now because we're living in 2020. Like, we don't have to jump on a ship and sail for 3 years before we get to you in South Africa. Like, I can fly there. Well, I don't know if they're letting Americans fly right now, but that's another story for another day. but my point is, like, I'm just excited for all of us, because the more of us that choose to just bring the energy that we can bring into life right now, our current moment vibration, and you're not right or wrong if you, oh my gosh, stop it. I know with my phone on Do Not Disturb. You're not right or wrong if you're frustrated or anxious or worried right now. Like, it's just a part of the human experience. It's all good. But just know, like, the more that we can be the light, who we truly are for those around us in our lives, and for us first and foremost, like, we're only going to feel good when we're being who we truly are. So the more we can be that and be the example of that, then that can start a ripple effect in and of itself, that more people can see their light through you. And that's the best way that any of us can help somebody else right now, is just being an example of anything that we want to see in this world. So Thank you for inspiring all that out of me, Sam.
Absolutely. I love everything you said. I think that as like with the vision board of our personal futures, like before you go to bed at night, have that little vision in your mind of what you, big vision of what you envision for this planet that we live on, like in this cosmos, in this universe. Like start to think big, because the actual reality of where we are, if you really think about it from a scientific perspective, we're this blue planet floating in the middle of infinite space with infinite possibility, and we're these beautiful spiritual creatures in these spacesuits that have minds and hearts and emotions and experiences. Like there's just this feeling of infinite possibility, and if we all start tapping into that, we then start to open up and get ready to receive what is in store for humanity. Because as much as I believe pain and suffering and struggle has a purpose, I don't believe that as a collective we are here to hate our lives and to hate each other. There's just no way. There's no way.
No, we're not. That is a choice. That's optional. We're here for joyful expansion. The joyful part is optional, though. So just choose.